Chance of this doing anything? Limited. No, I don't want to push him there. Oh, God, it wouldn't let me change my mind. Stupid. Just throw a bunch of 1 dices and hope for the best. Because, again, it's about to be half-time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He can't do... Oh, he can blitz. He can blitz. And blitz the ball carrier, which is not beneficial. You can blitz him and get 2 dice. Much better chance. Dwarves refuse to be injured. Flat out refuse. And then the final roll. Fight the guy! Yeah. He is the worst Norseman. Half-time! Yeah. God damn it. Yeah. At least the death roll is out of play. One of my guys was KO'd, wasn't he? He should be getting back up this turn, I would think. Is he getting back up? He's not getting back up! Oh, wow. God. For their supposed strength, the Norsemen really are absolutely terrible at this. And that's one of my berserkers as well, so I've only got 1 on the field. Alright. Let's rock and roll. Cheering fans. Oh, great. They get an extra reroll, because, you know, they really needed that. Alright, don't want to try and pick this up yet, because it's a 3+ roll, and these are better odds. So, let's start smacking people about. As we demonstrated previously, the best way to use the trolls is in 3 dice situations, but unfortunately, we need to use one of the trolls to create that situation first. I think. Because all of these are 1 dices. Even though it looks like we have them outnumbered. It, for some reason, isn't. Don't know why. I actually can't explain that. I guess it's something to do with tackle zones and the way that it's set up, so... I guess we have to start with one of them. At least with Frenzy, I can break through. Well, oh, you're going down immediately. Sweet. Alright, that leaves us with a 2 dice block here. Which is pretty good. I don't want to move yet, because that will also give me a 2 dice block against him. So we can immediately start by winning the center. And then potentially fouling him, actually. Yeah, the ref's been bribed, hasn't he? So... Damn right we'll use a bribe. Oh, no! They sent him off anyway! Oh, come on! They sent my star player off. Fuck you now! It was a 2+ chance! A 2+ chance! Just to point out statistically what just happened. Yeah? What? Fuck! Just to point out what happened, right? So, if you roll a double, the guy gets sent off, right? But he had a bribe, which means on a 2+ roll, that doesn't count. So I rolled both a double and then a 1. I am gobsmacked. Utterly gobsmacked by how much the computer is clearly cheating here. God damn it. RN fucking G. What? There's nothing I can add to this that isn't adequately conveyed by the music. Jesus. Alright, let's start getting over here. You know what? We're gonna have to actually play a running game. We're gonna have to. Like, we can't win fights. We can't. We just can't do it. RNG, it's a lie. It's cheating. So we're gonna have to try and get a hold of the ball and actually legitimately play a running game, because what other choice do we have? The answer is we don't. We don't have another choice. I can't believe I got a star player sent off. God. It's just shockingly grim. 3+. Hey! Who's he gonna pass to? Nobody. Nobody is the result. He's going to go here, right next to the Berserker, and then the entire Dwarf team is going to descend upon him. Or he could attempt to pass to the Berserker. Yeah, that'll work. What's the Berserker's agility? 3? It's like a 4+ roll, maybe? Try it! Yes! And then we're going to run up the side of the pitch, and then the Dwarves are going to murder us completely. You'd think they'll be slow, but they actually have a movement value of 6, if these runners anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, regardless of where I run, most of these dwarves are going to be on me in a heartbeat. But what's going to happen is, these guys are going to blitz me, take the ball, and then just run to the end zone. So it is much better for me to just take this risk and leg it! So what's going to happen is, these two runners, well, this runner is probably going to move here. Then this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 here. This guy's going to blitz in from the side and knock my guy off the field. But at the end of the day, it's actually better than them just doing that anyway, which is what they're going to do around this area. Alright, I've still got my troll, and he can actually still blitz, funnily enough. Not even in a tackle zone. So we could actually take a blocker down. We could actually blitz that blocker, which would make the likelihood of them getting to me a little less. Now, you might think push is bad, but I can push him far enough so that he can't get into range. Plus, I'm going to get a frenzy roll, which means he is going to go down. And then my troll's going to stand here and say, yup, yeah, you just try and get past me. See what happens. So I'm going to make this a little, you know, just improve the odds. Improve the odds just a little bit. Okay, I've got 2 more things I can do. I can try and foul, which could result in another one of my players being sent off. Fouling an armor 9 player, it's just... I get a +1 to the roll, but even then, I don't want another player sent off. I'm already down in players. So I'm going to take a 1 dice block, which is going to end up at a push, but whatever. And then that's going to be the end of the turn. I think. Oh! He can actually move into a protection area. I can't blitz with him, but I can move to protect. Or, I can force them to try and roll a dodge against me. Aha, aha. Things are starting to come together. So what I can do is, if I put him here, these guys who attempt to get past, or even better, I can put him here. That means that what's most likely going to happen is either these guys are going to have to roll a dodge roll to get past me and stop my guy. So there. This has created a tackle zone here. So if he tries to move through, and if he tries to move through, both of them potentially will fall on their ass. Which might set up... You never know, I might actually score a touchdown. Yes! I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I've got unimpressed person standing right behind me. I'm sorry. You asked me to wake you up around dinner time. It is around dinner time, right?
So you scream?
For the most part.
I just have a microphone on your ass. I don't care if you're screaming.
You know, I'm already getting my ass kicked by the game. I don't want to get my ass kicked by you too.
It is blood bowl.
Yeah.
There will be blood.
Uh-huh.
Prepare yourself.
Die 1,000 deaths. I'm doing mathematics. I actually have a guaranteed touchdown here in the next turn. Trust me, my mathematics are correct. They are. None of these dwarves are too fat. They can't get to him. See? This is a fat dwarf. He only moves 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm not close enough because I'm a big fat dwarf. Even if he's got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get in range. Oh, I'm a slightly less fat dwarf, but I still can't get there because I'm terrible and I am a strategic mastermind.
Let's apply this to real life. You are a fat dwarf. Can you get 5 rooms away from me before I punch you?
No. Nor will I because there's too much ad revenue on the line here. So I will take that punch for the glory of the channel.
Are you ready?
You won't give me warning anyway, so... Ah! Why did you have to use the mouse arm? Come on. I'm a gamer. You know better than that. Ah! God!
In the same place, John.
Ah!
In the same place.
Ah! Are you quite finished?
If you're gonna put like that, I could do this all night.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
How are your subscribers doing?
Oh, they're doing wonderfully well. Thank you for asking. I'm pretty sure we just got some extra subscriptions because you committed domestic abuse.
Committed domestic abuse on my eardrums.
Are you quite finished with the violence?
Yes, I suppose I'm gonna watch you.
I'm about to score a touchdown, so screw you. They actually literally cannot do a thing about it. They are utterly boned. There is no chance in a million years that touchdown will fail. It is impossible. Impossible.
The Titanic is unsinkable.
No, it is statistically impossible for this to not work.
Okay.
Trust me. There was no way that it can fail. Not a chance. So I'm just going to kick around a few dwarves before I do that. Okay, shall we foul? No, waste. There is no dwarf within range of this guy. It is impossible. I can't make the play yet. It's dwarf's play. So fat pink dwarves are gonna beat up my guys for the turn, and then I'm gonna score a touchdown. And there is no way they can stop me. No way.
They take too long.
They're dwarves. They're fat. Of course they do. Oh, there is actually one way they could stop me, and that's by rolling go for it, but they didn't, so it's okay. He can't trip. Like on a move of 3, there's no way. No way. Actually, yeah, I mean, no. Ah, he fell flat on his ass anyway, because he's a dumb dwarf. So, touchdown coming in. Touchdown. I am the mighty Norseman. I am here to pump you up. Yes. See, let's see it again in slow motion. Let's ignore the fact that Cyanide are terrible coders and have created bad camera angles and other such problems. Miss. Oh, 2 of my Norsemen just decided that they were going to stop having naps. I still have lost my star player, which is not ideal, but it's a draw currently. Now the question is, can I hold them to a draw? I probably not. You know, Tarson did not hold earlier. Yeah. I just want to point that out.
I heard.
Yep, Tarson did not hold.
What a shame.
It was. Let's put my Berserker in the front. I think my other Berserker's actually back on the field now. Is he? Or was he injured? No, he was injured. Yeah, screw that guy. Weakling. Embarrassment to Norsemen.
I'm gonna go hit myself up on the name cells. Wanna come?
No, I'll pass. Thank you.
Stay here.
I must entertain the masses. Oh, there's a riot. So everyone loses a turn.
They're writing your decisions.
Pretty much, yeah. There is currently a riot.
Totalbiscuit, you cannot stay with
The dwarves have the ball, which means that there's very little chance of them ever not having the ball. Thankfully, they're so fat that they might not get to the other side of the field in 5 turns. We'll see. They don't run so much, they waddle. They're like penguins. There's no female dwarves. Even the cheerleaders are male. It's true. See? They're the cheerleaders right there.
Oh, wow.
Right. They're wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Have fun, subscribers. Everyone who's not subscribed who have now subscribed because of me hitting total. I don't want to call you Biscuit. I want to call you something else, but it's not PG-13 friendly.
Don't worry, my channel actually has an age rating on it, so it's all good.
Does it?
Yeah. That would be why I can scream fuck at the top of my voice and wake you up.
That woke me out. I was like, total shit face. That's kind of.
That was the best you could come up with.
At the time.
Like
That's
you've
what
known me for how long, and that's the best you could come up with.
There are some really good ones in my arsenal, I promise. But that was just the one that I was thinking of when I was rudely awoken from a very, very painful nap.
All right. All right then.
Okay then.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Enjoy your failure. I shall leave. More signs to compensate for the bad signs?
Pretty much. It's like rolling a dice. Eventually, I'll roll the right result. Yeah. Anyway, at the end of this match, obviously, I'll be wrapping the stream up, and I'll do this more regularly, because, like, 13,000 concurrent viewers for Games of Blood Bowl is... yeah. I think I might do that again, because people seem to like it. That's my exceptional and expert business decision. Right. Can we hold them to a draw? We could potentially actually beat them, but, you know, it seems unlikely. What I'm trying to do is kind of set up a blockade here, but I'm trying to win fights in the center, and I'm failing miserably right now. Alright, go troll! Yeti. Yeah, same thing. Smack him! Yeah, nice. That actually means that a tackle zone is broken there, but there is a tackle zone here too. Or to use my blitz for the turn. It's a 1 dice, so, you know, this is where we start to take the risky dice rolls. Double block, because, yeah, why not? And just try and lock this area down to make it much, much more difficult for them. Yeah, running through that tackle zone is like, let's not do that. I'm going to put him there instead. So, now my left field is actually pretty strong. So let's see if they try and break through it. I don't think I've got any other moves I can make. Yeah, I could move. Yeah, this is definitely a good idea. You see all those red spots? That means don't do it. Currently the second highest, I believe, it is the second highest viewed channel on Twitch, and the third highest game. So I'm sorry, Dota, and all the other games. Alright, now the Troll Slayer is going to smash my left flank, and they're probably going to make a run for it. If I can hold, though, you know, again, force more dice rolls, force more dice rolls. Every dice they roll is a chance that they will fail. Remember that. Who the hell's Froggen? Froggen is a player, he was a player of CLG EU. I believe they're supposed to be moving to Evil Geniuses now, aren't they? If I recall correctly. Oh, they took one of my Berserkers out. Great. And by great, I mean terrible. Yeah, Froggen's like actually a really cool guy. I stayed with him for about a week in Texas when we were doing the Lone Star Clash. We bought him a giant chocolate frog from Whole Foods. Bearing in mind his Whole Foods, it cost us about $5 million. But it was delicious and apparently fully organic. And he ate the frog over the course of a stream. The entire thing, I might add. Yes, Froggen is a really, really good League of Legends player. That's why loads of people watch him. Now, we're still trying to kind of hold these guys to a draw, but there is a... They're starting to open up their defense here to the point where it might actually be feasible to smack them about. I don't believe... That's incredible, really, when you look at it. I need a good block against any of these guys. I can't get it. Troll block, go! There we go. Smack. That opens up the field. Still throwing 1 dice against him, which is still not great. But I think I can make it 2 if I were to move my lineman there. Does this give me 2? It gives me 2. So what I want to try and do is open this area up so I can start to move people in to try and tackle him over there. So that's 2 dwarves down. That gives me a third 2 dice block. It's fine. It cancels each other out. No biggie. I can throw another one. He's going down. Alright, so that's a lot of dwarves down. And a lot of tackle zones for them to try and get through. This is still a 2 tackle zone roll. But I'm starting to run out of players to make moves with. I only have 2 players left. I have 1 blitz available. I can blitz him. It's stupid. There's no reason to. I can move him forward and then take him out, though. Which means another player on the ground. Also, he can get back up. He can just kind of get right into the middle of it. But he's not going to do that, because, again, chances to fail. So those are the 2 choices, really. I can 1 dice block him, possibly get that, and then move him into this area. Although I even can't, so that's actually still a tackle zone. Like, every way that I come at this. But if he was down, he wouldn't have to run to avoid that. So I could actually move into that tackle zone without being tackled. So I'm going to throw a 1 dice block, which actually allows me to push down. It doesn't because he's got stand firm because he's a fat dwarf. Alright, fine. We're going to roll the 2 dice splits, and that's going to be the end of the turn. God damn it! I still have 1 reroll, but I want to save it to when it matters most. Yeah, any attempt to move through that is just stupid. Okay, well, you know, my left is still pretty weak here, but I'm hoping next turn I can move all of these guys over to the left before he's able to get through. Oh, God, another injury. Man. Yeah. That suddenly made their opportunity to run there much, much better. He has just moved forward a little bit. They're trying to create this really strong... And they have a really strong... They have 5 dwarves there, including that +1 strength troll slayer. So my priority here is to win the fight in the center very quickly so that I can break the tackle zones and move all of my other players over there. I'm going to try and knock the troll down. They failed to do so. They actually push one of their dwarves further away from the box, which is good. Yeah, go for it, blitz roll. Wasn't worth it. Alright, we have 2 turns left. They can still potentially score. I want to try and hold them to a draw at this point. So the best bet is to start breaking down these defenses and breaking down these tackle zones. Now, I can throw a lot of 2-dice blocks here, which gives me a very good chance of making that work. I'm going to start with that. So that clears that guy out of the way. That means that there's still a tackle zone. I don't know who's generating that. I think it's him. Yeah, he's generating that tackle zone. So the priority here is to bring him down. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to first knock him down. Which, again, I can throw a 2 dice to make that happen. So he's going down. Good, good, good. Right. That means that I can move here, and then I think I can throw a 2 dice. That will be a 2 dice on a blitz, which is not bad. All of these guys have been freed up, so I'm going to make my move here. Can I throw a 2 dice? I can. Good news. Did I fuck it up? Yes. Am I going to use my reroll? Yes. He stands firm because that skill is annoying as hell. So my aim was to knock him out. I did not succeed. Which means there's still a bunch of tackle zones open, which is not good. But I can start to move into position. This would be, I think, a 2+ roll, so it's worth taking a risk on that to create a tackle zone here, so that if he tries to charge right through, he has a chance of being knocked over. So that's going to limit his ability to move. I want to get this guy out of the way so that I can get this guy free, which I can do. There we go. So he's going to take a big hit. And I think there might be a way for me to get a 1 dice here, but that's probably the best I'm going to get. Alternatively, I still have a blitz available. That gives me a 1 dice blitz against him. If I can move someone else into position, I could roll a 2 dice blitz against him. Which, again, that's still not a 2 dice blitz. Alright, well, I guess we have to take a 1 dice. We still have this guy. Something to bear in mind. He's going to have to break out of a tackle zone to get into a good position, but he can do that. There we go. That was actually a 4+ roll. Wow, that was actually not a great roll to take, but hey. So we have 1. We can either blitz him. I might actually blitz him, honestly. And my logic behind that is maybe I shove him, and even if I shove him 1 square back. So let's give it a shot. It fails, horribly.